Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by for yet another video. I do appreciate that, and as always, I appreciate you. So here we says the Bering Sea blasted by back-to-back bomb cyclones. So this is an update on a story I brought to you, I believe, yesterday. But it says two gigantic storms known as bomb cyclones are blasting the Bering Sea and Aleutian Islands, each unleashing towering waves and hurricane-force winds. The consecutive storms are classified as meteorological bombs because their explosive rate of intensification. Storms earn the bomb label when their minimum pressure drops at least 24 millibars in 24 hours. Now it says the first of the two storms strengthened at more than twice that rate. Its pressure fell a remarkable 55 millibars in 24 hours Saturday from 1,002 to 947 millibars. As the explosive storm reached maturity, its winds hammered the Aleutian Islands. Winds gusted up to 92 miles per hour and 91 miles per hour at Adak Island and Dutch Harbor, respectively, as the storm swept into the Bering Sea late Saturday into early Sunday, as reported by weather.com. Now it says the local effects of the first of the two storms were documented by Craig Medred, an independent Alaskan journalist. He says that 4,400 residents from the community of Unalaska, which surrounds the port of Dutch Harbor, about 900 miles southwest of Anchorage, were hunkered down and waiting out the blow. Asked about how things were on Sunday, with winds blowing steady at 50 miles an hour and gusting over 75 miles an hour, Bong Tong, old manager of the North Pacific Fuel, at first just laughed. He said, "Bad?" he asked when stopped laughing at the end of the phone line. "That's an understatement. It's really bad. It's gusting bad. Luckily, people got a heads up on this. Everything was pretty battened down, he says in Dutch, by the time the storm made landfall. So this is some good news. They were prepared for this storm to come. Some windows were reported broken here and there around town," he said, and a couple boats broke loose in the harbor, but were safely recovered. So here you can see here, intense massive Aleutians Bering Sea cyclone on edge of satellite imagery, but you can just see how huge this storm actually was. Now it says the massive storm whipped up enormous waves as well early Monday, and ocean buoy measured phenomenal seas for several hours. The National Weather Service Ocean Prediction Center reported. It said that the peak wave heights reached 52.2 feet. Now you can see here some of the peak waves heights, but you know, that's just insane. 52-foot waves. Now it says the next power storm is forecast to lash Alaska Aleutian Islands with a second round of hurricane force wind gusts Monday night and into Tuesday. So there actually may be some more updates to this article as well, unfortunately. But it says Aleutian Islands of Alaska to be racked by hurricane force wind gust again as storm track remains in place over the Bering Sea for the next 36 hours. So let's take a look at this real quick. This is just a GIF showing the storm as it, as it's forming and coming in. But again, this is, thankfully, there has been, at least so far, no reports of injuries or loss of life. So, I mean, we can definitely be thankful for that. Now, since the National Weather Service has hoisted hurricane force wind warnings for sections of the Aleutian through Tuesday, and said gusts as high as 100 miles an hour are possible. The minimum pressure of this second storm is forecast to crash to 943 millibars Tuesday, down from 979 millibars on Monday, easily meeting bomb criteria. Now, pressure this low is an equivalent of some Category 3 or 4 hurricanes having winds heavy wave heights could again approach up to 50 feet. So even though this storm is not technically a hurricane, it could still be categorized as a Category 3 or 4 hurricane. So it is definitely some very, very strong winds to come along with this. Now it says, while such intense back-to-back storms are remarkable, this region is used to ferocious fall and winter storms and has been stronger. In December in 2015, the pressure in one of the Bering Sea storms dropped to 924 millibars, tying the record for the lowest in the North Pacific. So they're more prepared in this area for these large storms due to the fact that they do suffer so many large storms. So that is probably why there hasn't been any reports of injuries or loss of life right now, and not even really that much many reports of damage from the articles I read. So, if there is any more updates to those factors such as damage and injuries, loss of life, I'll definitely get that out to you guys. Um, I'm sure this is something this other storm is still making landfall supposedly today and into tomorrow. So, but I am hoping that um, no one is injured and there is no loss of life, because I mean, her category 3 to 4 hurricane force winds, 50-foot waves. I mean, that's just insane. So we can be thankful that so far, for the most part, everything is going well for them, those that are actually having to deal with this storm. But thanks for supporting the channel and watching these videos. I appreciate you guys very much. We're growing every day because of you. And other than that, be sure to share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. Hope you have a great day. Peace.